torch to the roots, let the embers spark the sky. Foundation cracked, time to kiss it goodbye. Full of lava syllables, shatter with my spit. Rebuild with microphones, every verse legit. Burn it all down, ashes under the moon. Rebuild the foundation, microphones in tune. Harsh words, the hammer, truth, the mortar tight. Construct a new world in the dead of night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Friday Night Blueprint. Tonight, we have an incredible card set up for you that will see the return of Kevin Wolf taking on Cruel Intentions. Let's get down to our ring announcer, Petey Bufferson.
It's the ever-resilient Kevin Wolf going one-on-one with the dominant Cruel Intentions right here on the opening match of this week's Blueprint.
Do I look like a game to you?
Welcome to the fucking multiverse.
Elsewhere to save us from ourselves.
You know what's fucking funny? As I was watching that whole contradictory bullshit that you put out, I thought to myself, something must be wrong with him. It's gotta be. Because there's no way a motherfucker's gonna say, if you want to read a book, I'm not here to give you a story. And then it's fucking a story. You gave us a background history. I didn't need to know that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You mentioned some names. Most of them I don't know. A few that I do, and I'm gonna touch on those real quick. You mentioned BoJack Grizz. You looking at the reason why that motherfucker stopped cutting those fucking call promos and got the fuck out of FTW. You mentioned TJ Blair. Tangled with him before too. He's not where I'm at now. There's a reason for that. You see, I come from a place where we get shit done. You see, you mentioned me being in the BWO. I was never a member of that. But what I was a part of was a place called fucking Nazi Land. So when you think that verbal violence that you do is so special, you just look like a motherfucking watered down version of Iron Bison to me. You see, motherfuckers like you have this game all construed. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the place. It's about the fucking impact. You say people use you as a fucking stepping stone? Never that with me. I motherfucking elevate people, but I also knock a motherfucker in position. How the fuck is somebody like you gonna say, oh, I'm tired of these Johnny-come-latelys coming here? Then if you would have separated yourself from the fucking pack, you wouldn't have to fucking worry about that. You see, you mentioned another name, Jay the Ace. You're looking at the man who helped put the bullet in the gun for Hollywood to take Jay the Ace out at that last big pay-per-view. You fucking welcome. Don't you ever in your life think that we are on the same type of level. You see, you may cry and bitch and moan and complain, and I don't do that. You said, I hope that you don't go to the DMs and cry. That's never my style. My style is to take people out, move the fuck on to the next challenge. You said that I need you to be fucking relevant. How? I already told you about the relevant that I had with motherfucking the match with Hollywood and Jay. Had that fucking match with Knighton. Had that fucking promo battle with Wapo. They had to bring in a fucking fourth judge, and it was only a 1-point match. So when you mention people, and you say that you ain't seen Eli McFly since, or Elijah, whatever the fuck his name is, you looking at the reason. Because what I did to him in that match, he didn't want to fucking continue. Why the fuck you think he didn't show up for his title match with Wapo? Let's fucking talk about it. You see, verbal violence is nothing to me. I'm a master of audio assassination. So when you think words are gonna help you, you're just a poor little sick lost pup. A motherfucker like you was probably once the cool kid in his school, and then next thing you know, little Derek got a dirt bike. And then you're not cool anymore. Because why? There's nothing about you that's original. There's nothing about you that screams and gets the people involved, gets them motivated. Nothing. You do fucking sloppy work out here. You think people give a fuck about the background? No, that's not it. The words that you say don't resonate with motherfuckers. That's why. And I'm glad that you like to be outside and you like to touch earth and things like that. Because soon, fucking with me, you about to be under the fucking earth. I'll be seeing you soon.
You know, when I first came to Foundation, I said, regardless of the cost, I came here for a reason. Because nobody took me serious for the last 2 years. Because I didn't take myself serious. So I said that I was going to unleash verbal violence and remind this game on what it is and what it was designed for. You make the rules and I'm going to break them. You make the wall and I will tear it the fuck down. Why? Because I can. With one middle finger in the air, maybe even two. And that's just how it is. I didn't care whose feelings I hurt. I didn't care who was in my DMs crying. But somewhere along the lines of those 2 years, I lost that. I became soft and I got a little soft spot for this game. And I will admit, I made a lot of good friends. I became you. I became the fan watching and realized I should have become the star. And it's my own fault. So I decided to rant a little bit in my own platform. That's what Foundation was made for. Unleashing verbal violence on anybody you see fit. It wasn't a challenge, but somehow it got taken that way. As it always does in this game. People twist things, people bend things around to how they want to do it. So this challenge came from you, Cruel Intentions. I didn't challenge you, you challenged me. But why? Because some fucking dumb old fuck decides he wants to come on screen and make himself relevant at my name and my expense. I'm tired of people doing that. And what's gonna happen, right? You promised everybody it's gonna be a different you. Same old shtick, just different person. I didn't know somebody's grandpa decided to go off life support for a few seconds just so he can come on screen and decide, hey, if this young pup can do it, so can I. It's not gonna happen, man. You're not gonna make a name of yourself at my expense. I'm not gonna waste any time on you. I'm tired of people like you coming out the woodwork thinking all of a sudden you got talent when you were nothing. Absolutely nothing when I was coming up. You were nobody. And you're still nobody. Nobody gives a damn about Cruel Intentions. Nobody watches this show and says, hey, I watched for Cruel Intentions. Because I'm going to show you exactly what that is. You have no idea what Cruel Intentions really is. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to use your entire body as a lobotomy tool and I'm going to dissect you piece by piece. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be champion of Foundation. Whether it be the prototype champion, blueprint champion, or maybe, dare I say, Foundation champion. Against real competition, that against people that actually matter in this company, against people that actually give a fuck about this company. And against people who are going to give me what I want. And that's verbal violence. The only thing intimidating about you is your name. Because you haven't been cruel ever.
Your winner, Cruel Intentions! Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Cruel Intentions, came out firing hot. And Kevin Wolf has nothing to be upset about as he, in his return, had a great showing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not been living under a rock, you realize that we are officially at war with the BWO that will all take place.
Yeah, that was enough of that motherfucking talking. Foundation, it's I, your GOAT, Beast Mode Bones. You guys remember me for being the only person to hold the Foundation and WGP title at the same time. You guys remember for me dominating the main event scene at both places, wherever I happen to go. You guys remember me for making Foundation great, much like everybody from BWO has done. You guys on the bottom holding it up, but the BWO were at the top, making this a place that you want to watch, giving you main eventers so that people will tune in and watch your undercard battles. I'm here to tell you that you have a choice. You don't have to stand on the losing side. You can be a winner. Haywood put out the challenge, and he accepted my challenge, and he added a stipulation that the winner takes all. BWO will be running Foundation somewhere, and I'm going to remember what side you stood on. So make your choice now. Sure, we probably won't use you in the battle if you come to BWO because let's be honest, Foundation talent is not up to scratch. But pick a side where you'll be safe, because afterwards, when BWO runs Foundation, I will be there to put you back in your place. Do you want to stay on Foundation? Do you see the issue with the judging? Doesn't make any sense. There's no category whatsoever that says this promo is better than that promo. There isn't one. There isn't one, so they just pick one however they want. You add that with the fact that there are other things you have to deal with. You have to put your hype on the wall page where nobody sees them because nobody really cares about the story. You gotta tag everybody and hope they watch it instead of putting it on the show where people can actually follow your story. No one cares about your story. Don't you want to come to BWO where the story matters? Yeah, they say the story matters more over here, but let's be realistic. BWO is where the realest and best stories come out of. You want to stay here in Foundation? Foundation, where you have to share a stage with Soulstar. That alone would make me leave. Soulstar? And then you got your leader, Haywood. He wanted to attack me personally. So I should attack him personally, right? You want your leader to be someone who won't even participate to try to make things better? He just got his own little GOAT status because somehow, wink wink, whenever he goes to a place that he created, he's the best thing smoking. He wins all the titles, and now he can sit back and say, I don't want to challenge because I don't want to have the titles. When they need him at the top. When they need him instead of the BWO guys dominating everything. Is that where you want to stay? Is that the life you want to have? Don't you want to be great? Be a part of greatness. Maybe you can't be at the top upper echelon. Maybe you're not even mid-card skill. Let's face it. If you're on Foundation and not BWO, you're probably lower card skill. But for those guys who we brought in and we let play in BWO that are from Foundation, PPP, the Franklin Benjamins, we're paying a lot of attention to who you choose, what side you choose to be on. And you will pay for it at the end of this war. There will be nowhere safe for you anymore. So why don't you just pick the side that's gonna win and be safe? I'm gonna let y'all keep listening to this bald-headed Kojak motherfucker now. But y'all think about it. Because you gotta pick a side, ain't no middle.
Well, bravo! Bravo, Bones! You interrupted my show. Hey, Bones, if you want to really know how to ruin somebody's day, take a look at what I did last Friday when I just spoiled a whole show. Like I was saying, make no bones about it, pun intended, we are at war. But we also have a stat card tonight, and our next matchup will be for the WGP Havoc Championship, as we will see the champion Lifeless defend against Hector Flores. Let's take it down to Petey Bufferson.
It's the mysterious Lifeless defending his WGP Havoc Championship against the one and only Hector Flores.
Born a thief, been called a liar. I try to sleep, but the world's on fire. I had enough, it's time to testify. I got the right amount of bullets, I'm ready to ride. I got the right amount of bullets, ready to fly. I got a trigger, gonna pull it, get ready to die.
Let me formally introduce myself. Yo soy El Diablo, the devil inside of Hector Flores. Now I know that everyone was expecting the soft-spoken, pussy, weak-ass Hector Flores that everyone walks on and treats like shit, like their own personal doormat. A guy few people can actually believe in here in Foundation. Nah. This calls for a special occasion, a more vicious, unhinged, and unpredictable side of Hector Flores. You see, whereas he is too weak to cross certain lines, I will not only cross those boundaries, I will laugh in your face and spit it while I do it. A more aggressive and dangerous side that has been kept away for way too long. Someone who can not only be seen as a threat, but as a champion here in Foundation. A version that absolutely no one is prepared for. Not even the Havoc champion, Lifeless. Serious question for you, Lifeless. What are you afraid of? See people wearing a mask, hiding the identity, usually only do it out of fear. Fear of being seen and exposed to everyone. You think you're the only one who is able to wear a mask and create this mystique about you? Well, Lifeless, let's be real for a moment. We take away your mask, take away your effects, your smoke and mirrors, and we expose you for who you really are. And what is left, that will expose you to be just like everyone else. No better, no less than anyone. Certainly no better than me. Lifeless, after this week, you will not only be exposed to who you are, you will be left a shell of your former self, and you will be tetherless. Because not only will I be beating you, not only will I be dishing out my type of violence towards you, but I will be walking away, Havoc champion, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Hector Flores! It is me, your new friend, Lifeless, and I could not wait to have this match with you, even though I have been watching you, and you do appear to be woefully underprepared. And I know that you have had many matches against Gene Anderson and Johnny Canada and the Scottish Warrior, but you've never quite looked ready. And even now, in this opportunity that you are woefully underprepared, you would choose to come and fight your friend, me? But Hector, you are no fighter. No. You do look more like a symptom. Like something that should be studied, not something that should be sent into battle. And even when you talk, you sound like you're afraid to finish your own sentences. And when you slightly shuffle around, you look like you need to ask permission from your own knees. And yet, here you are, reaching, clutching, and trying to steal away my Havoc championship. I can't make this easy for you. This is not your moment. It is your expiration date. You aren't here to win. They never expected that from you. They just want to see if you could survive, and I just want to make sure that you do not unravel. I am such a fan. You're so cute. Hey, what can I keep him? I'll feed him and water him and walk him every single day. This is not about competition. It is about the exposure of the Havoc Championship, which I do believe is one of the greatest titles in all the promo-verse. And I must put every single crack in your game on full display. I don't want you to scream. I don't want you to swing wildly. Because you'll just get tired and tuck it out, little guy. I think I just have to wait because your body will betray you long before Lifeless ever would. You do not belong in this fight. You should be in a chair, wrapped in a blankie. And it can't be a weighted one because you look so small and frail. You spent your career trying not to fall apart, and that is exactly what Lifeless does. I tear people down brick by brick and piece them back together and make them better. I help people finish what they are too weak to admit is already happening. And if you are already falling, then Lifeless can be your landing. Look have a championship and you can see possibility. But if you were to take it from me, I would see it as a liability because it looks too heavy to carry on your tiny shoulders. You did show up, and I suppose I had options. I could have taken it easy on you. But Lifeless does not adjust for weakness. He exploits it. And the reason good intentions do not make it very far. You are not built for this, my friend. No. You are built for keeping tiny scarecrows away, though. You are so... I cannot get over how cute you are. I just want to get a handbag and carry you in it and scratch behind your ears and stop it. You are not a fighter. You are a footnote with a pulse. You are not the future. You are not the present. You are not even an afterthought. You are more of a curiosity. People will squint and look at your name and say, oh, that did happen. But when this match is over, and when you're blinking through the pain and look down at your empty hands, Sons have a championship. I do believe that you can remember something better. You did not lose because you weren't stronger. You did not lose because you were not better. You lost because you simply did not believe. And I will make you a believer, Hector. I will make you believe in Lifeless's unhinged harmony. And when people look at this match, they won't just say that you lost. They will say that you learned. Learned too.
Love Lifeless.
Your winner and still WGP Havoc Champion Lifeless. Lifeless with another outstanding performance. The question I have is, what side are you on, Lifeless? Hector Flores continuing to impress, getting better and better every week. The future is looking bright, and speaking of bright, our next matchup will see Lit Fuse take on Canada's finest, Johnny Canada.
It's the too hot to handle undefeated Lit Fuse going one-on-one with Canada's pride, Johnny Canada, here on Blueprint.
Foundation. Johnny Canada is back on your screen. And here, this week, I have my work cut out for me. Because I'm facing Lit Fuse, one of the new people here in Foundation. One of the up-and-coming people here in Foundation. And here's the thing, Lit Fuse. I've seen what you're about. I've seen what you've done in BWO. I've seen what you've done in other leagues. So I know that I'm the underdog coming into this match. And I don't care. See, Lit Fuse, there's something that you have to learn about me. I don't give up. I don't sit back and let others take this spotlight. I don't care who you are going to get a fight from me. And Lit Fuse, here is what I have in store for you. It's about one word that's very, very simple. And that word is across my chest right now. And that is respect. You don't respect the effort that I put in week after week. You don't respect what I do when I come out here week after week. And I get where you're coming from. You feel like you're the top of the mountain and like you can't be touched. And Lit Fuse, that couldn't be further from the truth. So this week, you and I are going one-on-one. And when that does happen, you will see exactly what I'm about. I'm here, Lit Fuse, to knock you down off this perch that you're on right now. I don't care that you're looking past me. I know you are. I know everybody feels like this is a warm-up match for you before people like Franklin Benjamin and the other top stars here in Foundation. But here's the thing. This is not a warm-up match for me. This is everything to me, Lit Fuse. So this week, I am here to make my statement. And I don't care about the fact that you're already in other storylines, because you're the one that happens to be in my way right now. So Lit Fuse, bring everything that you have, because Johnny Canada is coming for you. And after this match, everyone will see just what a threat Johnny Canada really is, and everything changes with this match. I will see you in the middle of the ring.
The following announcement has been paid for by Smart Psychology.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh yeah, there's my bitch.
This is a very different Johnny Canada. I'm here. I'm one of the featured stars in WGP. I'm trying to make a name for myself and make sure that I'm getting better with every single promo that I do. I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna hit you with everything that I have. This is gonna be very different than other matches, because now I actually have the confidence that I can do this. I know that I'm one of the best new stars here in WWE.
Hey yo, shut that shit up. Fuck you mean confidence? You gain confidence after beating one person because he went overboard on fucking time? You gotta be shitting me. Somebody get Peter Griffin the fuck off my screen. I feel like I just gained 30 pounds just watching your promos. Wait, are you sweating butter? Let me get my popcorn. You know what? Never mind. Hector Flores has been beating your ass since the beginning of time, and you got the balls to show up talking about confidence? You wanna show us some real confidence? Do a promo shirtless. That'll show us some fucking confidence. But until then, keep reading your teleprompter like you're stuck at a yellow light and just get better. I've been watching you for a long time, and frankly, I'm sick of the reruns. Nothing new, nothing different, same old bullshit, just you running your mouth for 4 minutes, saying absolutely nothing, just to garner the same results. Which brings me to my point. The reason we even having this match is because you vastly afraid of the wrong shit. You start shaking in your boots the moment you hear the letters GOP. But I'm the promo-versal threat, and I've been whooping the GOP's ass for months. And if there's anybody you should be afraid of, it's the Lit Fuse. And good golly, is this Fuse lit. Hell, I might as well be going one-on-one with the Clear Eyes guy at this point. I can't even believe you actually accepted this match, Canada Dry. Hell, your confidence maybe it is at an all-time high, but I promise you, it's gonna crash and burn by the end of this 4-minute crucifixion. To be honest, I don't even need this match. I'm just keeping the sword sharp for the title matches I have upcoming. Something you have no fucking clue about. And I mean, how could you? You're not championship material. You think you're the best new thing coming into the Foundation? I just got here, and we're already tied for wins at 1, which is crazy enough. But the fact that I'm about to beat you to fucking surpass you is diabolical, and that's right up my alley. You have no star power, no charisma, no stamina. Hell, my pillow will put up a better fight than you. So why don't you have a seat at the kiddie table with the rest of the Buckshots and Jack Sabins of the world and leave making an impact to the promo-versal threat. Someone who's already been doing that for majority of my career. Because for me, it's only up. But for everybody else, it's lit.
gentlemen, Lit Fuse, one of the BWO's finest, continues to remain undefeated here in the Foundation. Now, speaking of the BWO's finest, several weeks ago, I defeated Jay the Menace. He is returning tonight, Jay the Ace. Jay the Ace tonight will take on Jack Saban. A lot of people thought we had seen the end of Jay. But here he is tonight, taking on Saban.
It's the return of the ever-dangerous Jay the Menace as he takes on Jack Saban. Let's go.
Time heals all wounds. You know, Jay, I saw your rise to mediocrity. From being the so-called ace of the BWO to being the menace. Now all the way to the commissioner? What kind of bootlicking things have you been doing, my good sir? Have the council forsake you? Did they forsake you because you couldn't get the job done on your best day? You have one and only one opportunity to beat the legendary Haywood, and you failed. Oh, I know what you're going to say. I know that you're going to go ahead and bring up my own loss. But while you stool around, enjoying your commissioner position in the world, I've ascended and learned my true purpose. Almost like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Jay, do you really think that you're some form of menace? I'm not saying like Dennis the Menace. I'm not saying like Mineta from My Hero Academia Menace. But you have one and only one opportunity to become the BWO's hero and bring the FTW championship home. And yet, you failed. You failed at anything in life. When I look at you, you're the textbook definition of a failure. You see, I myself went through the ringer, went through a lit fuse, if you will. Went through even the entourage's viewpoint. And I'm still the same. Still the same broken man walking through these corridors. Still the same broken man telling you the story of old. But yet you proclaim yourself as this so-called hero, like a prince. But I don't acknowledge you as a prince. I don't acknowledge you as a hero. I acknowledge you as a sidekick, a pariah, a martyr for the cause. Because when you lost your opportunity and when you were dog-walked, who called and checked up on you? Not a near soul. When I went through my hardships and my pains, a select few viewed it. But you portrayed yourself like this prince. But there's only one prince I acknowledge, and that's the Prince of Darkness in the fucking sky. And yet, you want to go ahead and ride this crazy train of yours, being the so-called hero of the Black World Order. Funny. Unfortunately for you, the war pigs are out, and all these changes are just nothing but cold-hearted reality for you.
sorry you gotta catch me like this. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm still very much in vacation mode. And I know what they all say. Every single time Jay loses, he fucking leaves. He takes a sabbatical. He takes a vacation. All valid, okay? He's an egomaniac. He's a diva. He's got too much pride. Also valid. But you know, what is a man without his pride? You need to be more proud. You might feel like you're a proud man, but look, hear me out where I'm coming from, okay? I had two options after I lost my match at Starting Point. I could have went back to the BWO, stayed there, never touched Foundation again, or come back and finish this shitty book that I started, and here I am. But the pride comes in for the pure fact of, I've already faced the Foundation champion. I've already faced the FTW champion. I knew that I was going to have to get back in. If I wanted those opportunities again, I got to start at the bottom. And your pride should hurt because I'm starting at the bottom. That's with you. Now let me fill you in real quick. This is not a comeback story. This is 100% a correction story. I'm going to fix the things that were wrong the first time. And you are a solid litmus test for that, okay? This is kind of like, for me, a solid tutorial level. And I'm not downplaying you, but let's put it this way. I could have came out here, black t-shirt, and just ripped you apart for 4.5 minutes to Jay the Menace, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use this opportunity to teach you, to learn you something, Junior. We're going to fix your promos in 3 easy steps, okay? You ready? First thing you need to fix, that fucking attitude, man. Like, it's not that you have a bad attitude, I just don't know what you're going for. What are you so angry for? Why do you always look mid-shit in your promos? You're so mad, and you always kind of insinuate that this might be the last promo, so you gotta calm down, man. I'm always worried. If you lose a promo, I'm just hoping that there's no belts or ropes around. You gotta calm down. And then you do have that weird manic laugh that you do sometimes, and it kind of comes out of nowhere. It always jolts me if I'm watching the promo at full volume. I'm not gonna lie. You'll just be talking and awkwardly paste in a laugh that doesn't really fit there, and it just and you go back to normal, and I'm kind of like, what in the Joker at a proctology appointment laugh was that? You gotta stop. You're scaring me, kid. Second thing, okay, your content. You start off with some good solid history, and then about halfway through, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about anymore. Like, your match against Haywood, it was a hard match to watch, but it was weird. Like, you started talking about bullets. Like, are you going to shoot him? Are you going to kill him? Where were you when John F. Kennedy was assassinated? Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that. Right? Your content, man. You're from the Caribbean. Remember that? Remember when you did the whole King of the Caribbean thing? You're a cool dude. Like, let's see some more of that. Let's see some chutzpah. Huh? And then, this one's an easy one. The look. Again, not a bad looking dude. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you the ultimate compliment. Best compliment I've ever given anybody in the promoverse. I think if you take about 99 rare candies, you will evolve, you will glow up and hit your final evolution, and you might even look like me. I can see it. The hair, the mustache. Now, granted, you got to start washing that Rat King that you got up there, because, like, see this? I can run a fork through this and not catch a single tangle. It's soft. It smells good. It's amazing. That up there definitely sounds like you're rustling up a bunch of aluminum foil or biting into an apple. I don't know, but you gotta watch that. That's easy. Now, I'm gonna attribute that to hanging out with them stinky motherfuckers in the Architects of Fate. Those are some weird motherfuckers, but you know what? So now we got the attitude, the content, and the look. You fix those, baby, and you're gonna be a fucking problem around here. I already know. So as far as the attitude goes, just calm down, do a little bit of yoga. As far as the content goes, hit Jay the Ace up. I'll get in your inbox, I'll help you out. And the look, well, that's just style magazines, okay? Now look, this isn't my redemption story. This isn't my comeback story. This is just a story for me to come back and dominate. And I hate that it had to be with you first. But look, Jack Saban, you got something good. I hope you get better. You're gonna get better. But stop worrying about what everybody else thinks, because I don't. Fuck them notes. Just get better. And before you make this mistake that I think you're gonna make, because I pay attention to everything, don't worry about the gods that you all trust. Worry about the devil that you know, because JTA is back and JTA still runs this.
Jay the Ace gets back in the winning column here in the Foundation WGP. And Jack Saban takes a loss tonight, but has a lot to be proud of as that is a performance that he can improve on. Next up, we will see who is the mysterious partner of the Black Rose Cartel as they take on Petty Politics, and the summer of Jimmy continues.
Will the summer of Jimmy roll on and Petty Politics follow behind? Or the Black Rose Cartel gonna one up on Petty Politics? It's time to find out. Let's go.
Foundation! Y'all know what time it is. It's time for those two New York dudes with attitude to pop out the mouth, to pop out with the verbal assault, to pop out to finish what we started against the GOP and Jimmy. Jimmy, you involved yourself in the wrong match. You involved yourself in the wrong group, putting yourself with the GOP and putting yourself against me and El Guapo. Because you know how we bring it. You know when it comes down to serious business, we take care of it. We don't care if we gotta get our hands dirty. And Jimmy, your little summer is done for. It's been canceled, it's been shortened. All cause you think you can match up against me, El Guapo, and our third man. Speaking of which, our third man, is he ready, El Guapo?
You think I'm gonna have somebody that's not ready to be down with us, that's not ready to take care of garbage that should have been collected a long time ago? To take care of people that need to cheat in order to beat us? Of course he's ready. And he's ready to go. He's ready to do what we do best. And that's whoop that ass.
Yo, that's right. Our third man is ready for the smoke. Our third man is ready to lay the smackdown on anybody that's willing to cross us. It's time for a new era. And it's time for me, El Guapo, and our third man to bring all the smoke, to cloud everybody's judgment, to make y'all realize that it's time for a change. It's time for an era of two New Yorkers and our third man to take over this place. But until y'all see that, until y'all adjust y'all bifocals, I'll let y'all think that the GOP actually run this. I'll let y'all think that the GOP actually got some smoke and still got some gas left in that tank.
You know, Blunt, speaking of gas, I think they have a little sugar in the tank, don't you? See, the thing about this is you, Petty Politics, you bought your way through all the matches that you had. You even snuck in a Jimmy, and we lost because of a DQ. You was on your way to losing those precious titles to me and Blunt. But see, the fact of the matter is, when it comes down to it, me and Blunt is going to take y'all out. See, our third man is here as insurance. Our third man is here to make sure that Jimmy stays in line, because when it comes down to it, us three are going to change the landscape of this damn business, starting with y'all.
Right down from the top to Don Krypton, all the way to the bottom. I don't know who the fuck's at the bottom when it comes to GOP, if you ask me. It seems like it's Jimmy. And when it comes to Jimmy, he's just a leprechaun under my fucking boot.
A leprechaun under your foot? To me, he seems like a project that the government has, you know, to get that extra funding, that you take a person that's less smarter than you, or kind of Rain Man-ish. They take him under the wing, and they get that little extra bang for the buck. That's what I think Jimmy is.
Let's get started.
Woo! Here comes the third man, our ace in the hole. Take it away, bruh.
Foundation. Bet you're surprised seeing me on your screen. I mean, you think I'm gonna let my brothers go out here and take on GOP and Jimmy by themselves? Fuck out of here with that shit. Jimmy, hold on. I've been waiting to get my hands on your little bitch ass for a grip now. But every time you have that chance to fucking fight Mad T, what do? You go out here and you fucking hide. But hey, guess what? I'm the third man. Doesn't that make you feel stupid right now, Jimmy? I mean, like, come on. You really think that GOP and Jimmy could beat Blunt Rowe and El Guapo and Mad T? I mean, that's some OG-ish shit, if you ask me. But hey, Jimmy, in due time, brother, me and you will have that true one-on-one. But tonight, I'm gonna show you why the fuck you shouldn't fuck with the OGs. Now, I'm not even saying Blunt's an OG, but he's an OG at heart. But at the end of the day, GOP. You really think, GOP, you can step up to this? GOP, you really think you can step up to the caliber of us three together? Because at the end of the day, there is no GOP at the top when we're looking up. When we look down at y'all, we see y'all just down there on the ground begging for your spot back because you ran foundation enough. Guess what? Haywood, contract signed. You want Mad T, you got it. I feel bad for the rest of you dumb fucks. Because me, Wapo, and fucking Blunt together, that's just a nasty fucking duo if you ask me. And with that being said, boys and girls, and I'm talking to you, Jimmy, you little boy, you love just a piece of us, bitch.
Oh, hi guys, it's your old pal Pretty Petty Pearson, and I'm enjoying summer. Hey Frankie, how are you doing?
Yeah, Petey! It's the summer of Jimmy, baby! This is how a Jimmy party goes, yeah!
I feel like there is something else I'm supposed to do. Hey Frankie. Where's Jimmy?
You know, that's a good question, Petey. Where's Jimmy? I thought you were getting him.
You sons of bitches! Forgetting something?
Whoa, Jimmy, calm down, bro. Listen, let me get you a drink, okay? Calm down, have yourself a drink, and everything is gonna be okay, and we need to get away about those guys. Sound good?
It's okay, Jimmy. It's okay. Listen, I got some Pretty Patty powder here. I got it from Mad T's dealer. I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Guys, we have one of the biggest six-man matches in the history of professional wrestling. There is more to life than eating Cheetos, drinking, and masturbating. We gotta get focused, guys.
See, Jimmy, you don't even gotta worry about those guys. I mean, it's not like they went and got somebody like Ramboa. They got Mad T. Seriously? What the hell's Mad T gonna do?
Listen, it's not the summer of Mad T, because God forbid if we had a summer of Mad T, we'd have 1,800 shows a day. And God would we be fucking tired.
We're not even worried about those two stoners.
At least it's not the summer of Wapo either, because if we had a summer of Wapo, we'd all lose by 1 point.
I mean, I bet you those guys are as high as elephant pussy right now anyway. I mean, it is the summer of Jimmy.
It's not the summer of Blunt, because then we'd be smoking weed all day. Actually.
I have been waiting for literal days. Do you know what I had to do to get here? Do you know how pissed I am at you? And that you guys have totally redeemed yourself? Give me that drink.
See, now we're talking.
Franklin, Frankie baby, little old Petty Petey. You guys know what I do as an act. It's get a tactical advantage over my opponents. What I see you guys doing is getting a little too tipsy. We need to get laser focused. I cannot have a chance of any of these three Joe Bronies beating me in the ring. They will run with that for the next 3 years. I need each and every one of you guys to make sure we totally eviscerate and eliminate those three stuffed pigs, and we will make them and bleed them fucking dry.
You're right, Jimmy. We're not gonna let these clowns ruin the summer of Jimmy or the GOP. Time to get petty.
You know what? You're fucking right. We need to take this shit fucking seriously. It's time to get fucking serious. I've had about enough of these fucking three idiots.
I mean, Wapo, you're here again? Hasn't the GOP beat your ass enough? You have one win against me, and in that match, the third judge was smoking some shit way better than anything you guys ever have.
1 point Wapo. What can I say about you other than you're never gonna touch my Blueprint Championship ever again because you will never come close enough to beat the fucking king, the king of the blue. I wonder why I'm calling myself the king of the blue, because I am the king of the Blueprint Championship, and you have no fucking chance against me. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not 3 hours from now, not in the 6 minute and 30 seconds that we have in this promo. You don't have a fucking chance.
And Blunt Man, listen, I like you. I really do. But you need to stop getting so high and choose some new friends. Because the guys you're running with right now, they got you a one-way ticket on the express train to Jobberville.
Blunt, go ahead and put down the, weed, because right now it's time that you get smoked. You were never good enough to be in this match to begin with, because the minute that you become part of this match, you become part of our business, and when you become part of our business, we take care of business. So you can go and roll yourself a good old fucking fatty, smoke yourself stupid, and get fucked, because you are done.
And Mad T, you don't even go here. I thought you would have had enough of Franklin Benjamin. But no, you decide to show up right here in the middle of the summer of Jimmy. And let me tell you, that's not a good idea. You are entirely too high.
Mad T, you are nothing more than a fucking ball licker. Like, literally, your fucking head looks like one of my balls, and I am ashamed that you even exist in this world. My God, please go find somewhere, hide it under a fucking rock, and just... Well, I don't want you to die. Just... Go fuck yourself.
We are doing the building blocks, and the biggest block we're dropping right now. And in case nobody realizes yet, the name's Jimmy. Summer of Jimmy.
And this summer is all about the Benjamins. And in Jimmy, we trust. Your winner, Petty Politics, and the Summer of Jimmy. The Summer of Jimmy continues, and those politics continue to be dirty. But gentlemen, I'll ask you one question. Whose side are you on? Those questions will be answered in the coming weeks. Now, before we can get to the main event in just 2 weeks, we will have the biggest episode of Friday Night Blueprint that has ever happened. Every championship between WGP and the Foundation will be defended. Let's take a look at all the matches that have been announced so far. Ladies and gentlemen, the championship edition of Blueprint is shaping up to be one of the biggest moments in the promo verse. You're not going to want to miss it 2 weeks from today when we return. Championship Friday Night Blueprint edition. But now, it's time! It is time for our main event, where we will see the WGP champion, the villain, Trevor Robinson, take on one of the hottest names in the promo game today, the head of security for the GOP, but quite frankly, I think he's outgrown that job, Alpha. Let's
get down to the action.
It's the reigning defending WGP champion Trevor Robinson going one-on-one with the GOP's head of security, Alpha AJ Davis.
I put on for my soldiers, though they had to swear me in. Young, humble motherfucker, but my hustle arrogant. Got it all off the muscle like I'm devil.
You know, they asked me recently, AJ, what do you want the most? And you know what I told them, Trev? I want something that I have yet to touch. See, I've touched mid-card titles. I've touched developmental titles, but I have never been in the presence of a world title. And you know what, Trev? I love it that you're my first fucking victim. Hey, they sent me out here to protect the Promoverse from everything foreign and domestic, all threats. They come in, and you know what? They call you the villain. And that's crazy to me that you're nothing but a whack-ass anti-hero with too much hype behind you. Everybody else want to tell you, hey, Trev, you're doing so good. Keep up the work. But it's nothing when you're in front of a real talent. You see, the GOP, when freed me from my shackles, they created a different breed. So I'm going to take back to the GOP something that belongs to us. We told y'all 2025, all the gold was coming home. Hey, I told y'all 2025 was the year of the Alpha. It's the year of AJ. All the suns you put in the sky, Trevor, are getting blocked out. It's a full, total eclipse of the WGP. And you can go off and say, he doesn't even go here. Acting like a mean girl with too much power. Don't let them people in your head get you hyped up. Don't let them people talking to you, hyping you up, get your block knocked off. They came and got a real one. Somebody who ain't scared to get their hands dirty. Someone who ain't scared to go out there and tell everybody, even the people that run the place, I don't give a shit who you are. You will kneel and you will kiss my fucking feet. I'm your Alpha. You answer to me, Trev. And if you don't get rid of that fucking microphone, God fucking damn it. If you don't get rid of that microphone, I'ma come and shove it straight up. Children watching. And I know I've been pretty vulgar as is. You and the people around you, Trevor, pull this out of me. And I'm so glad they gave me you. Our paths have been marked to cross on multiple occasions, and you tucked tail and ran. I've had to pivot away from doing what I set out to do. And that's to send everybody who's been here longer than me back to the retirement home. Hey, Trev, you want to be a real villain? Take me down. And that's a tall fucking order for you. So, I need you to clean off the glasses you wear. Look me in my eye when I tell you this, Trevor. Time's up. It's over. And you know what? I don't need to come as hard as I am. But I'm coming so fucking hard to show you and everybody who's giving you an ounce, a semblance of relevance, that their faith has been mistrusted. Their faith has been misplaced. And everything they've given you for free is going to be gone. So make sure you put everything you have into your little pocketbook. Take your ass home. Oh, and before I go, leave my belt right here. So ta-ta for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new WGP champion, this guy. Sorry, I know it's been a little bit. I just haven't really had the chance to celebrate or gloat at all because my show got shut down the day after I won this title. Somebody out there did everything they could to stop me from becoming champion. And now that I've done it, that same person up in those ranks is doing everything they can to keep me silent, to keep my reigns out of the history books. But I'm not going to let that happen. And if you've been watching the same way that I have, you probably have a pretty good idea of who's been doing it. But that's a story for an entirely different day, because today we have a glorious challenge from that of AJ Davis. Davis, I've been watching you, kid. You got something in you. You got some spirit. You got some fight. You got a lot more than most of the people in that locker room. I'm proud of the competitor that you've become. You, sir, can talk the talk. But today you're going to learn that that talk is nothing but that. You might think that you're a fighter, that you can fight with the best that this place has to offer, but you are wholly unprepared for a fight with someone the likes of me. And now you're going to see what it looks like when the WGP champion shows up for work. You see, AJ Davis, I used to be like you. I used to be standing where you stood, the young scrappy kid in the ranks, trying to make his way up, trying to make a name for himself, trying to prove that he deserved to be here. You call yourself Alpha, the top dog, the leader of the pack. Which pack is that, by the way? Because from what I've seen, you've been out there playing fifth fiddle to the GOP as their water boy, their secretary. They didn't even want you in their ranks for their fight. And based on your recent track record in matches, I can't really say I blame them. So, AJ Davis, if you are unfit to carry your own legacy, if you are unprepared to lead a pack, then what makes you think you deserve to be the WGP champion? Because that is what this is all about. That is why this match is so important to me. This match is bigger than you and me. It's even bigger than a championship match. Because you see, while WGP is gone, but not forgotten, I carry their legacy. I hold their name as their champion in my bio. I am the one who is leading WGP to the promised land. The people expected a new era of me. The people wanted a change and they trusted me to bring it to them. And if I let you win this championship tonight, all of that goes away. If you walk out of here as champion, WGP dies. And it dies with a meaningless whimper. And I can't let that happen. These people are trying to stop me. You, AJ Davis, are trying to stop me. But nobody can stop me. If you think that I've done everything that I could do to get here, just imagine what I'm willing to do to stay here, to be the best WGP champion. You, on the other hand, will crack under the pressure, AJ Davis. You will crumble and fall, and in the coming days, greater men than you will do the same, while I will fight like hell to keep everything that I have earned. You are unfit to hold the title of Alpha. You are unfit to hold the name champion. And you are unfit, AJ Davis, to be the one who takes everything away from me. So I'm not gonna let that happen.
Your winner on it. What a barn burner of a match that was, and Alpha has now cemented his legacy with the greats of wrestling, geeks, and pariahs. Ladies and gentlemen, the GOP gets stronger, but Alpha. Trevor, what side are you on? Maybe we'll find out in the coming days and weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Hollywood Hayward, the owner of WGP and the Foundation, and the soon-to-be owner of the BWO. If you like what you've seen tonight, please hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, be good to each other.